I can't scream because of neighbors, but welcome back to the channel, man. The Toronto Raptors have won 5 straight basketball games, 6 out of their last 7. And tonight, hey, I understand, right? I understand that the Atlanta Hawks are struggling, okay? Here's the bottom line. First off, OG Anunoby clamped Trae Young in the final minute of the basketball game. But secondly, let's give some love to the Atlanta Hawks. This is still a very talented basketball team. They're just 2 games below 500. They've been dealing with everything as well. Atlanta, let's be real here, second half team. Second half of the season team. This team is less than a year removed of the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Toronto Raptors with no goddamn fans. Well, I guess they have a couple of fans, but it's still very weird. Like, the whole Raptor fan situation is still extremely weird. Toronto got it done, man. Toronto got it done. You got to think that bubble, low-key, they're probably not thinking about it all the time, but you know that the bubble had a huge impact on a lot of these Raptors players just playing in front of, I don't want to say nobody because there's Raptors fans in the arena, but it's like basically nobody. Scotiabank is one of the, if not the most entertaining, energetic crowds in the entire NBA, and it's not at full force. They're just not at full force. I don't really, I live here in Chicago, so I don't really know the Canada COVID situation. So hopefully that gets cleared up come playoff time because, guys, coming into tonight, the Toronto Raptors were 1.5 games outside of being an actual playoff seed and not having to compete in a play-in tournament. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know my opinions on the Toronto Raptors. I have them finishing as the 5 seed, upsetting the Brooklyn Nets in the first round of the playoffs. As a Bulls fan, the team I would hate to play is the Toronto Raptors. The one team in the Eastern Conference that I would hate to play in the first round is the Toronto Raptors. 5 straight victories, 6 out of 7, and they're pretty much, I believe they're actually fully healthy right now that Khem Birch is back. He played his second game tonight. He's only played 10 minutes in the last 2 games, but it's still something. It's still something. You're getting the chemistry going. You're just kind of orchestrating your team to get ready for the playoffs at this point. And so, welcome back to the channel, man. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're literally 2 subs away from 10,000. So if you guys like daily Raptors content, you like daily NBA content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Raptor Nation, guys, blessed my video last night, the last night Bulls recap, with like 200 likes. So we'll set another goal tonight, 125 likes for 125 points scored by the Raptors. They got going real quick, man. 39 points in the first quarter. They got going extremely quick. A little bit of a halt in the second quarter. Third quarter, they come out striking. And that fourth was just such a whirlwind. I think it was Jack Armstrong who said this game was like a game of runs. And that's something I've really noticed with the Toronto Raptors is they just need to close games. And recently, they have been closing close games. That's like amazing. Last night against the Chicago Bulls, tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. Those are 2 powerhouse teams in the Eastern Conference. Maybe the Hawks record doesn't show that, but what a hell of a roster the Hawks have, man. Let's be real here. So these are 2 phenomenal wins, and keep in mind, like, I don't remember the Raptors' record, their technical record last year on back-to-backs, but it was god-awful. It was god-awful. Someone could drop a comment down below if you know that off the top of your head, but it was god-awful, man. The Raptors' season last year is just kind of a wash, in my opinion, with all that COVID shit going on, playing in, I was going to say a state that isn't yours, but in Toronto's situation, they were playing in a country that they were not from. So it's just a whole weird thing. But Pascal Siakam, man, what a hell of a game. What a hell of a basketball player. What a hell of a snub. 33 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. 3 of 3 from downtown. I'm so glad, Raptors Nation, you guys have been commenting, because recently I've been saying, like, ever since Siakam came back, I've been saying, like, this dude's passing is next level. It's literally next level. I don't know how he does some of the passes. I don't know how he sees some of these players. And it's just on full display every single night. whether or not the the fellow Raptor that he, teammate that he passes to makes the shot, some of these passes are just so goddamn dope. But this Raptors starting five, man, we've talked about this time and time again. We've been talking about it since the season even began. They're so freaking good. Gary Trent Jr., 3 of 5 from downtown. I was absolutely shocked he missed a wide open three late in the fourth quarter. But thankfully the Raptors got it going, man. There was their scoring drought started with about 6 minutes to go, and I think it lasted at least 3 minutes. So somewhere in between that 2-minute mark was when the Raptors finally scored. But man, the Hawks were streaking. Trae Young was having his way. It was almost as if whatever Trae Young wanted to do, he could do it. And, from the Raptors defense standpoint, it's like, what the hell is going on right now? So OG Anunoby absolutely clamps this man up in the last 2.5 minutes of the basketball game, which really just they just put their foot on the gas. 3-point shooting was elite tonight. We should have the statistic here. 63%, man. They shot 63% from downtown. 59% from the field. Here's my big thing. It was like 6+ turnovers in the fourth quarter. God damn, dude. That 3-minute stretch was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. But man, shout out to the Raptors for getting the job done. As sloppy as they were, to just be honest with you, the whole game was relatively sloppy. Even if it wasn't turnovers, sometimes their defense just kind of collapsed, particularly with like Trae Young to John Collins. I got so damn sick of that. So I'm glad Freddie late in the game kind of goes at, I think it was OG who was on Trae in a corner, and Freddie's just kind of clamping him. They're double teaming him. He's just kind of batting that ball away. And BS Lee gets called for the foul. The Raptors are the only team in the NBA. If you guys watch my channel a lot, I hate talking about referees and how they dictate games sometimes. The Raps are literally genuinely the one team in the NBA that I notice substantially, like, these calls are ridiculous. Doesn't matter if they're in Toronto. Doesn't matter where they are. Their calls are usually ridiculous, man. They usually don't get calls. Outside of that, man, OG had a very, 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 very quiet game. Offensively, 8 points, but defensively, he did exactly what he needed to. Scotty Barnes from 3. I had a tweet out. If you guys want to follow my Twitter, the link's in the bio. I sent out a tweet when Scotty had that. Almost, maybe it was a dagger, like at the top of the corner, his 1-3 of the night, or second 3 of the night, my bad. Where I think it was Jack Armstrong said, Scotty Barnes with the 3. Scotty B. Barnes with the 3. It was something like that, and I sent out a tweet saying if the Raps win the championship this year, I'll get that quote tatted on my body somewhere, and I'll stand true to that, man. I'll stand true to that. Freddie orchestrating the whole deal, man. 26 points. This guy's an absolute menace. 11 assists, 4 rebounds, 10 of 18 from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown. Happy All-Star Freddie. Happy All-Star Freddie. Outside of that, man, Chris Boucher, Precious Achiuwa, 21 combined points off of the bench. They don't win the game unless they do that. That bench is still just so damn scary. But hopefully the Raptors make a move at the deadline, or at least figure something of sorts out, man. It's usually quite scary. But Precious and Chris Boucher, shout out to both of those dudes, because in this win streak, they've been like Mr. Consistency. So it's been awesome. Raptors, like I said, 5 straight wins, man. If we could get this video to 125 likes, that would be awesome. This Raps win streak is so fun to watch. Raptors are just such a fun team. And Raptor Nation, I'm sorry the NBA media does not give you guys any love, because, like I said, if I'm in the Eastern Conference, the last team I want to play is the Toronto Raptors. Last team I want to play. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.